Thank you. That's a pretty good introduction. I told you to wing it, but you did it really well. So you see the picture right here? I'm smiling. Now I have a question for all of you. Who doesn't smile enough here? Be honest. You gotta smile more. Smile more. I'm telling you, a smile goes a long way. And that's something I learned when I was much younger. I used to be someone who would always mean mug. I'd go around acting all tough. You need to drop that. If you want to succeed in life, you need to be open to people. You need to smile to people. You need to care about people. And this is something I had to learn through hard times. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my story, how I got to be Formatly and grow a big following on Instagram. Like she said, over 1 million followers today. So first of all, me, I'm a guy that always had everything. I'm not someone who had to work hard for what I had when I was younger. You know, my parents, my mom, she was a pharmacist. She gave me everything, brought me to the best school, but it was a disadvantage. Why is it a disadvantage? Because I never had to do anything. Everything was just handed over to me. So what happened is when I was in situations where I had to think for myself, or actually, you know, consider, okay, what should I do? What's the best option? I would freeze. Even when I would have to speak in front of people, I wasn't able, and right now I'm speaking in front of all of you guys. You know, and I'm having a good time, I feel the vibe. Jennifer definitely did a good job bringing everybody's energy up, so it's really nice. But what I'm trying to get at is that when you have everything, sometimes it's a big disadvantage. And what I had to learn is through these experiences when I was in high school, you know, where I was like stuck and I couldn't speak up, I learned that, you know, I have to fight for what I want. You know, I have to be able to get up and speak out loud when I have an idea. And what I did is I started doing more speeches, you know, like I would be in school, every time the teacher would be, who wants to speak, I would raise my hand even though I was shitting my pants. Sorry for the word shitting, but I'm gonna be myself, you know, that's another thing I wanna tell people, you gotta be yourself all the time. Social media, nowadays people, they love authenticity. What that means is you have to be yourself. Don't try to be someone that you're not, because if you try to do that, people are gonna quickly pick it up. And it's just gonna make you look really bad, you know? Like when they meet you in people, they'll be like, wait, that's not the person who I saw in the post or on the story, or when they're speaking in front of the camera. This is why when people meet me in the gym, they're like, you're exactly the guy that I saw on the video, you know? And that's really nice because you can connect with a person. If you talk as who you are, you're gonna connect with a lot more people than you can believe, versus if you're trying to fake someone that you're not, or trying to be like other influencers. Like Jennifer said, we're all influencers. We all have something to say. We all have a way to impact people positively. And that's something I want you guys to leave tonight with, to know that the importance is that you can impact people positively. Even if it's one person a day. Me, sometimes I receive a message, the person says, oh, thank you for this exercise, you know, or thank you for this advice, this life advice. It made a difference in my life. For me, that's a lot already. Versus, you know, thinking, oh, you know, I have to get more followers, I have to get more people to listen to me. That's gonna come along as you go through your journey. So what helped me also get a bigger network with Instagram, it's because I went to study in the United States. I went to Albany College of Pharmacy. It's a well-known college for pharmacy school. And what happened is once I graduated from there, this is when I decided that I wanted to start, you know, a social media, because a professional trainer came up to me one time and he said, I see in your eyes, it was so funny the way he approached me, he was like, I see it in your eyes that you have a big passion for fitness. And me, I was like, what do you want from me? You know, like I'm just trying to train. And he was like, yeah, no, I see it, you really love training. You should inspire the people, you should like try to give people other advice. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a pharmacist, I'm not gonna be a trainer. And he was like, well, nowadays people can be anything. You don't just have to be a pharmacist. And then that planted a seed in my head. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should be a pharmacist, but at the same time, help people be healthier. And that's so convenient for me because fitness is connected with health. So me being a pharmacist, obviously some people are gonna say, yeah, but you're running yourself out of a job. If you make people healthier, they're not gonna use medication. To me, that's bullshit, you know, because there's so many ways that people can get sick anyways, and people always need advice. So it's not like pharmacists are gonna run out of a job. But I saw a big opportunity to combine fitness and pharmacy together, and that's when I created Formatly. And I made my Instagram page Formatly and I branded it. So what happened is, once I graduated, all my friends, they helped me out. They started talking about me. They're like, oh, you should go check out this pharmacist who does fitness and also he gives health advice. And it gave me an initial boom, you know, it really gave a vibe, and people started following me, and I got more people like checking my stuff, and I would receive a lot of messages. And at first it was overwhelming. I didn't know what to do with this. Like, I would be afraid to speak in front of the camera. I was like, I don't know what to say to the people. And then I just said, you know what? Take a leap of faith. Take a chance, you know? If you have a dream, you gotta chase it. Don't let anything dimmer that light. Because if you do that, this is when you're gonna start going down. I've been through that. I've been through moments where I was like, you know what? It's not for me. I'm not good enough. You are good enough. You're the sole person who can control what you're doing in life. Nobody else is gonna do it for you. So if you don't believe in yourself, how can other people believe in you? That's something you always have to tell yourself. Every day I tell myself that. Believe in yourself, because it always starts with you. So once I started getting all these people, you know, checking my stuff, well, what happened is that I started creating a community, meaning I reached out to other people who are into fitness as well, and that's how you grow on Instagram. I'm gonna give you guys some tips for, is there any Instagram users here, or big Instagram users? Raise your hands. All right, good, there's quite a few. So I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people are like, Instagram, the algorithm, it drives me nuts. It's not that complicated. The Explorer page, it's not that complicated. How it works is that two people that are connected share their audiences via the Explorer. What that means is if, for example, me and you, I'm looking at you right now, if we're not following each other, let's say you check me out and you follow my stuff, but I'm not following you back and we never connect, but you're into fitness too, what's gonna happen is that even if my content does well or your content does well, neither my audience or your audience will see our stuff. However, if we follow each other, your audience can see my stuff and my audience can see your stuff. This is why it's very important to connect with people. Instagram is like a community. The problem with Instagram nowadays is people, they just want to be followed. They don't want to follow anybody else. And I can say it because even myself, I was like that in the beginning. I was like, oh, you know, I'm not going to follow anyone. I just want to build my brand, and, you know, I wouldn't care about other people. It doesn't work like that. Like I said, you need to care about others. You need to give good input to other people's content. It's like any other business. If a business approaches you and says, oh, you know, they talk about their stuff and you're open to them, but then when you go to them about yours and they just shut you down, you're probably not going to come back to them again. So it's the same thing with Instagram. You need to connect. You need to exchange, and you need to be open-minded. By open-minded, I mean even the newcomers. I actually follow some people who just started Instagram maybe like 2 weeks ago. And I held them, I talked to them, I exchanged with them. Why? Because I see they have passion. I see that they have a dream and that they're really motivated. So that's how it works. You need to build a connection with people. And as you follow more people and that you're connected with these driven people, you're gonna see that you're gonna have more exposure. And that's how you actually can grow on Instagram. And a lot of people, you see, they don't understand that, and that's a big secret I'm giving it to you right now, because a lot of people, when I talk to about that to them, they're like, oh my God, I had no idea, I was doing the opposite. I wouldn't wanna, like, you know, listen to other people's story. Just like Jennifer said before, we all have a story, right? So we all deserve to be heard at least once in a while. And this is why I'm telling you, don't be afraid to reach out to people. Me, every day I network with different people all over the world. There's people in England, in Europe, in the United States, even in my home country, Haiti. Like, I'm in contact with all sorts of people, beautiful people who all have different dreams, and we motivate each other. If you try to go through the road of life by yourself, it's gonna be a very long trip. When you go with people together, it makes it fun. It's a party. And I can confirm you guys that, and I hope that tonight it's gonna be a big party for all of you. Thank you.